Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar for today. So what do we have here? Asian session were quite busy. We got the business confidence data from the New Zealand, building contracts from the New Zealand, and plenty of the data from Japan in form of the manufacturing index, manufacturing outlook, big industry capex, and as you can see, most of them beats the expectations. So good data from the Japan. Kaxing manufacturing PMI from the China beats the expectations. 48.3 was the previous number. 50.4 is the actual number. Now we are going to take a look at the data from the UK. Nationwide HPI lower than expected, down from 3.5% to 2.1%. Russian Federation global manufacturing PMI down from 50.2 to 47.5. Retail sales in China at the level of 0, so down from the 0.9. And now we are waiting for the bunch of data from the Eurozone, Spain, Switzerland, Italy, of course, France, Germany, and stuff like this. We need data from the manufacturing PMI, right? So the manufacturing PMI data are scheduled for release before the 10 o'clock. At 9 to 10, we got the German manufacturing PMI from Germany. At 10 o'clock, Eurozone manufacturing PMI, and at 10:30, global manufacturing PMI data from the UK. When this is done, we got the ECB Elderson speech at 10:40. At 11 o'clock, we got the key event of the next key event during the London session, CPI data and core CPI data from Eurozone. During the US session, we got the data from the USA. Obviously, we start with the Fed Chair Powell speech at 3:30. Then we have the Bank of England Governor Bailey to give a speech at the same time. Then we have the speech from the ECB President Christine Lagarde at the same time. ISM manufacturing PMI data from the US are scheduled for release at 4 o'clock, and JOLTS job openings are scheduled for release at 4 o'clock as well. Global Daily Trade Pass Index from New Zealand 5 o'clock, Atlanta Fed GDP now 7 o'clock, and at the end of the day, API weekly crude oil stock at 10:30. So it looks like a very busy day. So without any further ado, let's just start with the technical part of this review, and we will of course take a look first at the euro dollar. Euro dollar is continuing to develop the wave 5 to the upside. We broke above the yesterday high at 1.1754. We made a new local and swing high at 1.1808, and it looks like this market is diverging even more from the current situation. You can see that there is a clear divergence between the wave 3 and wave 5. As we develop the wave 5, okay, we got the high for the wave 3, potential high for the wave 5 made here, and there is no such a thing. Let me just take my arrow. There's no such a thing on the RSI. As you can see, during the wave 3 high, we got the extremely overbought market conditions, and now the momentum is decreasing here, right? So we got the divergence. We might add even one more indicator for our analysis. It's just called awesome oscillator. Let me just find out this awesome oscillator. So okay, maybe I would use awesome oscillator. There you go. And if we add awesome oscillator, we can see exactly the same thing here. On the awesome oscillator, there is a divergence present, right? So we got this, for example, we got this swing high, and now we got this this swing high, and this is even the immediate lower high, right? So definitely there is some sort of the divergence playing in, so please be aware of this situation. Now okay, AI is not really needed here, so let me just remove it. There you go. Cable. What is cable doing on the 4-hour time frame chart? Obviously the cable is moving higher. We got this well established technical support here for the cable. Let me just place the lines here, right? So they are located between 1.3590 and 1.30 631, very nice demand zone. One more level which is quite important is 1.3369. So this is the technical support demand zone, and just recently we've made another swing high located at 1.3769. so this is the level that was done during the extremely overbought conditions of the cable, and now we're coming off the extremely overbought conditions. Let me just place the level of 50 here on the RSI chart. So this is the 50 level, and as you can see, we are quite close to this level. Nevertheless, we still trade above 100 periods moving average on a 4-hour time frame chart, above the demand zone, and this movement to the downside looks pretty much corrective to me. So please notice the fact that situation on the British pound is quite interesting. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame chart. So the weekly looks very bullish. Look at this last week candle, very big weekly candles on cable chart. You can see it straight on that those are the steps that are being produced during the uptrend. So let me just maybe we can add some kind of a parallel channel. I'm just wondering whether it's going to work, because that's quite interesting if it's going to work. Okay, as you can see, this whoever made this channel has no clue about technical analysis, so it definitely needs to be adjusted. There you go, that's better. Okay, so yeah, we are trading inside of the channel. We are trading on the weekly inside of the channel. Obviously monthly will be very nice then, monthly candle will be very nice then as well, and weekly. You look at this, we are still trading higher. Yeah? We are still trading higher. Nice movement to the upside, big period of the consolidation, pull back towards the technical support 1.21, and now inside of the channel. So the weekly outlook remains bullish, daily remains bullish. We are inside of the channel, and higher prices are being expected. US dollar versus the Japanese yen first. Well, the 4-hour time frame chart looks pretty much untouched, because there is not much volatility on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen level. We broke below the 143.77 low, so now it's a technical resistance, and we are getting closer towards the you can see the demand zone. Let me just move it here. There you go. So sooner or later we should see the test of this demand zone. We've been talking about this demand zone for many times these days, so you possibly know exactly what is going on here. Let me just move this this level a little bit lower, and supply zone, obviously, yeah, it's very tricky to do it to maneuver this movement, because it doesn't catch what I want. There you go. Okay, so from the supply zone we are going down towards the demand zone. If we break below the demand zone, that means potential top for the US dollar versus the Japanese yen is in place. However, so far the market is not doing anything suspicious, anything dynamic, anything aggressive. Usual trading, low volatility on US dollar versus the Japanese yen. So let's switch to gold. Why? Because gold tested 3,247 level, and we have a very nice bounce to the upside with very strong momentum, the strongest momentum since June 23rd. So on July we should expect some sort of the movement to the upside. This level is not being respected, so I'm going to get my technical resistance lines towards the level of 3,349. All right, so this is the next technical resistance. This is the S&P 100 periods moving average on a 4-hour time frame chart level as well. So pretty strong technical resistance. Any breakout higher and we enter levels above 3,400. So we still got pretty nice levels to hit. Daily time frame chart looks like the consolidation is going to be continued, and on a weekly, this is 2023, this is 2024, and this is 2025. So it looks like the market is getting ready for another movement to the upside. So this is just the first candle of today. So don't get confused with this candle. We can see that there is a problem with the level of 3,500, and but the outlook still remains of course bullish. And what is still very important is that for you to see is that we got this bearish divergence here. Let me just grab my arrow. Right from this high, we got another swing high, and this is weekly time frame chart, right? And if we take a look at the momentum, you can see that the momentum goes lower, right? So the market is diverging. So maybe this is the part of the divergence solution, right? Nevertheless, on the weekly, momentum is still strong. So for our time frame chart, still clear what we are doing here, going up for the test. S&P 500, it's about the time to take a look at the S&P 500. Can we have a daily time frame chart? Yes. Can we have a weekly time frame chart? No. So so it's on the daily. Okay, let me just reset this because it doesn't actually work as it should work. There you go. This is 30 minutes. Okay, that's fine, but we want S&P 500 and we want this on a daily. So daily time frame chart is showing us that we've made another swing high. And you can take a look here. This is the swing high from the February 2025, and we just broke above it 6,147, and now the yesterday's high is 6,214. So into the extremely overbought market conditions, nevertheless it's still valid breakout. We wait for the confirmation that we should move higher on the S&P 500. Last but not least, the Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin is looking, as you can see, quite heavy. After the breakout above the trend line, it's been moving sideways. They tried to break above the technical resistance 108,762, but they failed. They went back into the congestion zone, into the consolidation zone, pull back a little bit. 106,895, but we hit the level of 50. We already broke below the level of 50. Now the RSI is 46 points, so maybe we will have some kind of a downside movement because we went down from the extremely overbought conditions, maybe towards the extremely oversold conditions, and so on and so on. If we bounce from here, very good indication of a possible supply zone test in the future. So please keep an eye on the Bitcoin as well. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.